Hola, hola, mafethu, umalume bashayela lokho iphethu bashabalala.
In this world, respect everyone. Respect everyone genuinely and authentically because you do not know who has what that you may need. On the 28th of February, I was booked to deliver a keynote talk to an organization that is based in Pongola, KZN. The company wanted to embrace, thank, and acknowledge their female staff, so they hired me to actually come speak to the ladies to help them elevate their minds, to help them, teach them to be great, because that's what I do. I teach people to be great. Now, me returning home, if you know anything about Pongola, it is 4 hours away from King Shaka Airport and 2 hours away from Richards Bay. And incoming, that's how the gentleman whose video I'm stitching gets into the picture. He is a transport service provider. So he was hired by the company to actually go collect a bunch of their employees. But before that, he had to drop me off at the airport. That's how we actually spent about 2 hours plus together. In these 2 hours, he came down to my level. I came down to his level. There was respect because we engaged each other. He asked me a bunch of questions. I engaged him on those things. We had an exchange. There was respect. Now, fast forward, I leave him, I say goodbye as per the video, and I realize much later that, wow, this gent in his own right has a huge following and has an influence, because on TikTok, he has over, I think, 130,000 followers. And on Facebook, he sits with just a bit over 500,000, about 600 and something thousand followers. I could not have guessed. Not because of anything, because when we were talking, he did not allude to, having social media numbers, being a social media personality of sorts. But that level of respect that we had for each other, that level of engagement that we had, it made us to build good rapport. But let me tell you where I gained. Let me tell you where I actually benefited. Apart from him taking me to the airport, Facebook is one of my weakest platforms. Like the people on Facebook, sometimes I don't even promote content on Facebook because there is just no engagement. The gentleman tagged me and I was wondering to myself, what is happening? Why am I getting so many Facebook notifications? It is because the people that he engages, his followers, then started noticing me, started talking to me. In this world, respect everyone authentically and organically because you never know who has what that you need. That's all I'm going to say. I think if you're smart enough, I think if you are vibrating high, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. Stop going into spaces and places and thinking that you will associate a certain way with certain people and not treat certain people a certain way because, they're not on my level, or, I could have gotten into that taxi and I could have slept because I was very tired. But the energy he gave me, I said to myself, you know what, I need to respect this energy. He was enthusiastic, he was excited. And I said to myself, let me return the favor, let me return the same energy. And as much as we are used to being in a world where everything is about return the same energy, keep the same energy on negative things, keep the same energy with positive things, because you never know who has what that you need. Thank you, Maluma Bashan.